Why do you keep wearing that Brooklyn hat around me?
I paid for this hat. I gotta
Even worse.
That's way worse.
Yeah. Jesus, you gave them money?
I literally said, was it a gift? I thought Rachel gave it to me and said,
No,
who gave it to you? The
I
Brooklyn
bought it
guy.
off of Adam at the Brooklyn.
But wait, did you pay for
You
it or did
bought
you win
it
it?
off of Adam.
Yeah.
Banky?
Yeah.
At what event?
At a New York event we ran with the Dink. They came and showed out. So
He
I wanted
didn't
to
even give
support
you
them.
one. You had to buy it.
I bought it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Unbelievable.
fucking incredible. We could have put money in our pockets.
Well, welcome. Bad Calls. Here we are in the podcast
Kinda
studio.
sucks.
You guys like it?
Is it working?
It's working.
I love it.
Do I love what?
That the
You're in the
podcast is
studio.
working.
Oh, I thought he meant the studio and the overall ambiance.
Yeah,
which I
that's
think
what
you
I'm
can
saying.
finally admit that indoors is better.
No, there's no way I'm admitting that after the first 3 words we spoke on the first pod ever in it.
Luke, can I ask you, what do you think is better?
I personally, as a producer, prefer this controlled environment for
I
sure.
prefer this in every context.
Yep.
I mean, no one's going to run into our camera with an ATP.
Yep.
You can have, less
I'm getting no vitamin D.
Less enjoyable.
I
people
hear
just-
no pickleball going on.
You need no more vitamin D. Your scabs are healing. Thank God. It's fucking unbelievable. They actually look better.
Wait, why do you have
Because I've been in the
scabs?
sun lately.
Correct. So I'm saying you don't
Where
need more
are the
vitamin-
scabs from?
It's just too much sun.
Yeah, you don't know. He had literally, it looked like,
That's why I started wearing sleeves. I'm getting too much sun.
Oh my God.
I know.
I didn't
But
know
now
that
it
was
looks good.
possible.
And now your skin looks great.
I don't know about that, but
Okay.
But I mean, we've even had like less enjoyable people to listen to in the pickleball world say, like, Crescent was a shithole. What can they say now?
Yeah.
Like, if you want to match our club to their club,
Right.
we win.
all right. We'll see. We'll see how this pod goes.
Okay.
Whatever.
I do want to say though, I think we always talked about Crescent when people came on the pod at Crescent, or if they came to Crescent, there was a Crescent bump. As soon as Spa opened, Catherine got golden singles this weekend.
That's a stretch. I like that. I like where you're going with that,
Yeah.
even though you're wearing that ugly hat. But yeah, it is great that Catherine just won in singles.
Yeah. Doesn't matter if the draw was favored, but
Skewed.
yeah. With women's singles, it's like anyone who isn't Annalie that wins because she's not there. But yeah. So maybe there'll be a Spa bump, people we bring guests in here. You think we can continue
sure.
that tradition?
I think there will be, yeah.
There's definitely going to be a spa bump.
I think I'll actually eventually start playing better if I can get well, anyway.
You've been drilling a lot.
Yes. I've been trying a lot of different paddles. There's a lot of new ones.
Okay.
And I think I selected the wrong one for my match. Clearly.
Oh,
Thank you, Lucas.
delivery.
Oh, this is great.
Thank you so much.
As if we didn't already have enough problems with these guys eating during a podcast.
Wonderful. Thank you.
That's awesome.
Oh, stop.
That never happened at Crescent. In fact, at Crescent, I recall door dashing. The Chipotle guy.
Oh, yeah.
All the way over here.
Yeah.
This is much better. Okay. So Roses gives you a wonderful kale green smoothie. You got that at the pickler? Nope.
So you've been trying paddles. You picked the wrong one for this last Daytona Beach event.
I wouldn't say I picked the wrong one. I was trying a lot of different ones because Proton came out with a bunch of foam ones, and then I was looking for something a little more pop, and they're faster, but I needed more time, and so I was terrible. Like I think honestly, I would have lost a gram in every half court game. I think I hit half my dinks 7 feet over the net. So I got some work to do on figuring out which one's going to work.
Okay, so otherwise you would just stick with the Flamingo, which is your current one?
Yeah, the Flamingo I would stick with. In hindsight, I probably should have played with that and then given more time with the others, but they feel really good. I'm just not accustomed to them yet.
You have a habit of just like throwing a random paddle into a match though. Didn't you do this at an MLP event one time?
That was my first ever switch.
Okay,
over.
got it.
And I apologize. In-depth apologies.
Got it.
I'm
Yep.
still apologizing.
That makes sense. Awesome. Well, yeah, I mean, it's been a couple of weeks, so there's a lot of news to cover. I guess you guys want to start with contract bans.
That's
as good as
the
a
main
place to start
topic,
as
right?
anywhere. Yeah. So
Who's starting with that? You
I
or
think
me?
you should.
give
Okay,
us
so-
the premise of like what happened for people.
You give us the premise,
Okay.
please, Luke.
All right. What we have is an event that took place in Asia where Ryan Fu, James Ignatowicz, Paris Todd, and Vivian Glasman went. And the controversy is that the EPA claims that they didn't give the correct amount of information for them to approve this, exhibition or other event. And so they said it claimed it was a contract violation. And obviously they're arguing that wasn't the case, but 3 out of the 4 got their contracts completely banned overnight. And Paris Todd is the remaining player who is looking at maybe a fine, maybe some match bans, just for a few events. But no actual decision made yet for Paris. Slightly different circumstances, but yeah, that's the idea. So there's a lot of conversation around who's right, who's wrong, what's the
I feel
deal.
like it's still really unclear. Also,
why? My biggest question would be is why Paris didn't get the immediate boot.
So apparently Paris actually did submit a request for approval before she left.
Fu says he did too, though. He says it was approved
Correct.
in June.
Yeah, but I think that what happened is that one of them claimed that they did it on behalf, James did it on behalf of a couple of them, and I think Paris submitted her own separate one. I maybe gave slightly more detail and got actual approval beforehand, whereas I think James submitted it and then just kind of went. Is what it seemed like. There's been so many back and forth tweets about it that it's almost like.
Well, and I'm curious,
who's going back and forth?
So it was James, Ryan Fu, Samin, Connor Pardo, all airing it out on Twitter.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Why do they do that? What's up with that?
I don't know. I guess the players go out and they just trying to defend the brand, but Samin was tweeting and
what were some?
Yeah, I want to see some of this.
Okay. Ryan said, 1, the trip was approved by UPA committee in July. He said, we taught 4 clinics. We did not compete in any event. We did the exact same trip last December, which was also approved by the UPA. There was no conversation before termination. And then Samin replied to it and said, your post leaves out material facts. To be clear, you didn't submit the approval request. James submitted it on your behalf, and what he submitted was not accurate. The request stated clinics and potentially a free exhibition, no potential conflicting partners, hosted by a local couple who love pickleball, pros attending, Tyra Max, Ryan Fu, no tournament, no prize money. For clarity, we are fully supportive of the Pickleball Japan Federation and want to collaborate with them in the right way. The issue is that the approval request described this as a small, informal trip hosted by a local couple, when in reality it was a federation-run, commercially sponsored event which simply requires proper approval and sanctioning. The request said everything would be free. In reality, $150 per person was charged for clinics and the exhibition costs, and then it kind of cuts off there. But so I guess he was saying that there was actually a lot more missing detail than
if it's a federation running it. That's problem number 1.
Right.
Problem number 2 is in the ads, PPA, MLP, which can go both ways. You can say, well, they're broadcasting the brand and using it as a way to promote themselves, promote PPA, MLP, and so forth. Or you could say you're using our likeness to build up a clinic that you're running, and you're not allowed to do that.
Right. Yeah. I mean, what are your initial thoughts on that? Do you think that this...
My genuine initial thoughts?
Yeah, I mean...
My genuine initial thoughts are if you have a contract and there's any even slight uncertainty at the moment, I would be very, very careful.
Mm-hmm.
Because every single pickleball player and their mother got overpaid, and they are only doing what any other business would do that doesn't want to pay out people who aren't worth it. Mm-hmm. They're going to try to find ways to cut you off or renegotiate.
Mm-hmm.
So if I was to play a money ball, for instance, I would be very, very hesitant to do so. And that's that.
Mm. What do you think, Graham?
I think that they're looking for excuses to eliminate players.
I wouldn't even say excuses. I would say reasons.
Reasons.
Right.
Yeah.
There's excuses is a different term because I think.
Legal reasons.
Exactly. If you breach your contract in any capacity, even if it's maybe. And if I'm paying you $500,000 a year or whatever it may be, you better adhere to every standard that I put forth, or else, I'm going to come after your ass.
Yeah. I think that is kind of the general consensus that everybody has. It's I think there's a lot of people kind of eye rolling at some of the details, but then it's when you look at the money in the contracts, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, of course.
The UPA is we're going to terminate your contract, and they'll appeal, and then presumably you're welcome to appeal. Well, here's your new contract.
Yeah, here's your new contract. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, look, we all know this. Like they're trying to elongate the money that they have and give themselves a longer runway. Every player, for the most part, I should say every, but the majority renegotiated for either a 2 or 3 year extension. And what does that do? It gives them more time to secure a TV rights deal, to secure sponsors, to create a larger, more prosperous tour across the globe. And so if they can minimize their output of funds, then they're going to do so.
Yeah,
especially if you piss me off.
And PPA and MLP are trying to establish themselves in Asia heavy right now because it's the big, open market everyone's after.
Right.
And so you did it in the worst place possible too.
Well, yeah, the most exposed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You went to Sudan or fucking, maybe.
Yeah. How about this? After the initial, I guess maybe the next day when they all woke up, because I'm pretty sure they were all in Asia at the time the contracts were terminated and announced. So they just kind of woke up to the news. No real heads up. James tweeted, "Thank you to everyone who supported me in the United States. I've decided to cancel my return flight to the US and remain in Asia for the foreseeable future. I'm headed to Hong Kong today. Looking forward to my event with Stackstrud in Hong Kong." And then I think
with Stackstrud in Hong Kong?
Yeah.
Was that where the Asia event was?
I'm not sure. I think the one they got canceled was in Japan, but I don't know where. I don't know what the Hong Kong
Asia event,
was.
the PBA Tour Asia event, where was that?
Yeah,
was
I'm
in
actually
China.
not sure.
I think it was in China.
China? Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm guessing that James is probably not, I mean, he's been so focused on the paddle that he's been building that I don't think that he's super
concerned,
I guess. But
honestly, in some ways, I think he's used it very well to create more buzz around his paddle and more buzz around him. And if anything, he's getting more promotion, free promo left and right.
Yeah, but that's a lot of money to leave on the table if he's truly not getting it next year.
Yeah.
He's not getting it next year. I can guarantee.
I know his contract was healthy, and I'm sure he's not happy about losing that.
Sure.
No, I'm sure that's true as well. But what I'm saying is he's played it from here the best that he could in the context of memes he's been posting, a lot of people discussing, and his paddle was already selling very well. I'm sure it's doing just fine.
I'm guessing though, to a certain point, the paddle probably is very good. And he spent a lot of time building it, but the reputation of the pro building it was the first time we've really seen that, right? I don't think any of the pros been so heavily involved in,
but not.
That's true.
But more behind the scenes.
I'm just wondering if, there's going to be a half-life on his paddle sales if he doesn't continue to play professionally to be able to
he's going to have to get some quality players, something like that to continue to endorse it.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see where it unfolds. And I mean, it's not like the paddle's a great paddle, but it's not revolutionary. It's just another great paddle.
Sure. So it's his name that's really
his name sold it, and
stuff.
he did really good marketing. And I mean, I would rate it as a very quality paddle. But yeah, if he doesn't have people playing with it on the tour that matters, especially if you piss those people off,
right?
That's a problem.
Yep. So apparently they're all appealing, which I think would make sense, and they're all going to do that. I don't think we've really seen. There was a statement by the World Pickleball Players Association, which I don't think that's the same one that is internal to the UPA.
No, I think that's different.
Because there's the one that Zane is the president of, which is the one that's internal. The UPA created that. And then there's a second one that's outside of that. And that one seems to be where they've kind of gone to lobby. It's almost like the players union, right? It's kind of the way it feels. And they're saying that nothing in our contracts prohibited this activity. We did not compete in another league, promote a rival tour, or receive compensation of any kind. So I'm curious if that is actually true and that there's no contractual.
What was Connor Bardo's tweets?
He just copied, quote tweeted Samin and just said, "Well said." So he didn't really add.
Okay, so he didn't add on,
but he endorsed it.
Okay.
So I'm just curious if
there's clearly going to be a fight,
a back and forth on now you've got to prove that the breach was in place, because otherwise they're going to be looking for their original contract to come back.
Oh,
right?
and then maybe even more.
Sure. Yeah. Which, I mean, these pros aren't necessarily meddling at this point, right?
No.
So it's not I don't know.
No, but you could go to the point that they're damaging my brand. Like you just said, I have a huge investment in a paddle brand and they're stifling my ability to sell it based on something that I deem untrue. And one thing that I know for sure from personal experience is the truth in a courtroom means absolutely fucking nothing. It's what story you can tell and what they believe and who argues it better. And do you have a good attorney? And, you never know.
Sure. I mean, what do you think the best case scenario for the UPA then is like, we got rid of the contract. Great. It's not going to like damage the UPA's brand with the level that they're at. So let's just get them back on if we need to for a lower price point and just call it a day. Like
that's likely what the outcome will be.
Right.
Or there will be a buyout.
But a lower buyout than they would have gotten originally.
Low.
Right.
25% of the contract, 20%.
Right. So UPA have just got to like grandstand that like or at least definitively prove that like the contract breach happened, and so that there's no.
Well, I think they already can, and just in the essence that they used MLP and PPA logos to promote the clinic. Right there, you're already in trouble.
Right.
It's already like, and I'm not even saying they did anything wrong. I'm just saying you're already in that area of, maybe. And I don't touch it. I won't touch it.
I think there's going to be a lot of like, as players, we didn't know, or like we didn't intend for
this.
It
doesn't matter. None of that matters. That's why you sign contracts.
Right.
The I don't know doesn't really work in that scenario.
On the back end is not relevant.
Yeah. So we'll see. I'm curious, Paris's situation is slightly different. I think that's interesting because, they're saying that she did initially reach out for permission to do so, just with a little bit incomplete context.
Does that strike you as odd though, that she's by far the most valuable player at this point? And
I mean, if you're going to create a conspiracy, that's kind of like a good place to start.
Conspiracy. If someone's brain doesn't go there, I question if they have rational thinking.
Right.
Oh, sure. You make a conspiracy. It's not, you're not rationally thinking. I make one. I'm an idiot.
Yours are ridiculous. Mine stem from basic logic. Yours stem from some delusional. What was one of his again? Can you give me one?
Oh, there was the ones where the
balls were different weights.
They were pre-roughing them up.
The Duras were pre-roughed up. They're different.
Yep.
This is the most
all true.
Still,
I don't even know what to do with you.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I'm curious what her contract looked like. Because I mean, she spent a long time negotiating a contract to begin with, though, didn't she?
Oh yeah, that's true.
So
yeah, maybe there's some clauses in there. She has alternatives.
Maybe more difficult to just get rid of or whatever.
And that would make sense. It would seem like she would be one to protect herself more.
Right. Yeah. I mean, yeah, if you're looking at that lineup of players, I'm sure like they're probably like, okay, it will be easy for us to just get rid of Glosman's contract. But Paris, that's going to be tough. Let's just do something different.
They really want to get rid of her?
I'd like to go on the record that I want them all back.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm pro player in this scenario.
Yeah.
Yes.
But do you think that terminating the contracts was the right thing to do, or do you think you would have done something different?
They completed the right thing.
Yep.
I think it's probably going to be renegotiated.
Yep.
They're not going to quite do as well as they were doing before this scenario.
Okay.
But yeah, I want all the players back.
Okay.
And I love Vivian Glosman.
Yeah.
Thread Beast shirt?
No.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Really? Gift? There's no way you purchased this directly for yourself.
I bought this.
Bullshit.
Wow. Fashion icon.
What is that? Why is that important? And why did you bring that up? I was right in the middle of.
Because I'm just curious. I looked at it and I was like, this is not something he would wear.
Okay, move on.
Well, can you answer it? Did you actually buy it?
I can't remember.
Well, how did you so definitively say I bought it and now you can't remember? That's concerning to me. Did you buy it or not? And how do you know it's not Thread Beast if you don't remember?
I'm pretty sure it's Express, and I'm pretty sure it was a gift.
Now we're talking.
There you go.
Thank you.
All right, so you specifically want Glozzy back?
Yeah.
Why? Why are you such a Vivian Glosman fan?
I just like Vivian Glosman.
Yeah, she's awesome.
You don't
she's
have
fun.
to. Do you stay up at night and think about who she's going to date like you do with Annalie Waters? You fucking.
Well, now
weirdo.
I'm going to, but no, I hadn't up until this point. I just follow her on Instagram. I think she's a lot of fun. She's athletic and attractive. I like Vivian Glosman. I'm a big fan.
For sure.
Yeah.
She's very Gen Z.
You don't like her Instagram? It's fun.
I've never followed it.
Oh, it's great.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like I forget what
I've seen a few of her things, but like I don't follow her now.
It's fun. She does like a fun travel-y, have fun.
She's very Gen Z, right? Like she's super.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You like that?
No, I just like
it's entertaining.
I like all the players. I want them back. That's all I'm saying, including Vivian Glosman.
Get this to get weirder and weirder.
How far can we put on this thread?
Fucking Gen Z.
That's amazing.
In the Epstein Island? Anyway.
Damn.
Gen Z are adults, by the way.
They are now, yes. Not at the time that you liked them.
They're getting old, actually. Gen Z is becoming the old
What
people.
is Gen Z now? Like 28?
Just old. They're getting old.
Wow. The fact that you say they're getting old, this is getting weirder and weirder.
We're like grandpas.
Were any of these players just MLP contracts? So wasn't Glasman just an MLP contract or no?
I don't know what her contract was, but it certainly wasn't a lot of events. If it was, she kind of, it might have just been MLP.
Yeah.
She kind of faded out real quick in that regard.
Yeah, I'm curious. Yeah, I feel like that probably wouldn't get signed, just at different, I think some of them will probably accept contracts. I don't know how they're going to fight.
Contract couldn't have been very big. Anyway, he signed late and he was new on the scene. And
I think Fu comes back. I think Ignatovic takes a buyout. I think Paris comes back.
Yep.
And I think
Glasman's out too.
I think Glasman comes back too.
Yeah. Just accepts the lower contract and just goes.
So Glasman's out, James out, buyout, Fu back, Paris back.
Okay. It's pretty close to the same thing.
Except one player, but whoever's right, $100. Until 500.
I think you have a gambling issue.
I have all kinds of issues.
It sounds like an addiction.
I have all kinds of addictions too. $500 is the bet you haven't paid me as of now.
It's not over yet. You said I had some time.
Luke, do you think Graham's ever going to bench press 225 pounds?
Oh God, I forgot about that.
And do you remember when he was trying what I was telling him?
Yeah.
What was I telling him?
You were saying that that's an extraordinary amount of weight and it's impossible.
And what's going to happen to him if he continues to try?
Oh, and get injured.
And what happened?
He got injured.
So I might have addiction problems, smoothie issues.
This is going to be the greatest comeback story of all time. It's going to end up being a 30 on 30 on ESPN when I get this thing up. Just wait.
What did you get to before the injury?
I was so close, Luke.
Really? You were not. You were like 185.
I say it's close, but they're saying though, like the last 10 or 15 pounds is like really hard to do.
Yes, it is.
I want to say I did.
Away.
No.
Yeah.
I did 190 or 195 like 3 times.
Wow.
So that probably means my bench was like somewhere at like 210?
205.
205?
Okay.
So I was 20 pounds away.
And your rotator cuff.
That being 20 pounds, it's not that much. It's a little tiny weight.
Yeah. Why do you think of it like that? I guess.
Can you imagine how close I was?
It's a small child.
I was probably a week away.
Do you think you could bench 150 right now?
No.
Exactly. So what is it? It's like saying I was close. Who gives a shit? I was close to not tearing my...
This is all part of the story and what's going to make it so triumphant is I was there. I'm way back down here and I've got to climb all the way back up that mountain.
Yeah, you're basically...
You're never climbing that mountain. Can you pay me now?
All right, let's move on.
Okay.
What is that story of that dolphin had the tail cut off and then they put
a dolphin's tail?
A dolphin's tail, yeah. That was like up in Clearwater, right? I feel like that could be you. You know?
Have you guys ever seen Bunny the dog?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Bunny the dog? You seen this? The dog that goes around pushing the buttons and can communicate?
Oh, yeah.
Do you think this is real?
Yeah, it's definitely real. Lots of animals do it now. Yeah, it's very real. What do you mean? It's not fake.
Mommy now.
Yes,
Mommy
those are
now.
all real.
I don't know. I think it's to an extent, but I feel like they don't know what they're doing.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
That's what I think. There's no way they're this in depth. They say they had to put it on anxiety medication because the dog started inquiring about who he was. Who am I? Why am I a dog? Who is this?
That's a little
That's
far.
intense.
I feel like that
happened to gorillas. And I think I
believe
that.
That I believe.
I believe that a bit more than I do believe.
Yeah,
the
girls
dogs,
started getting depressed and wondering about like why they, like love and
oh Lord, it's too much.
Yeah,
that's too much.
I believe all that.
I can see that.
I feel like I don't know, but they don't have the pigs yet. I can see pigs doing the same thing.
A pig does it too.
Pigs are very smart. They're smarter than dogs.
Wow.
Yeah,
amazing.
I feel like the dog probably just does it and they see the reaction. They're like, oh, that was interesting. Let me do that again.
But that's smart.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know if they know what they're saying. They're just like, oh, if I press this combination, I get this weird reaction.
That's exactly what's happening.
That's what we're doing
That's
too.
impressive.
If I say,
I guess, yeah.
Something, and you get a reaction.
Yeah, it's
like reactions.
We need to put some buttons in front of it and see what.
Fuck off. Fuck off. Yeah. The one is hysterical. It's like, mommy abuse, when she won't give him food.
Give him the treat because he's getting too fat.
Mommy abuse.
Why are they? First of all, why are they putting abuse down as an option?
It's hilarious. Yeah. They literally make the buttons to make it funny. Fruit now. Fruit now.
That's awesome. How many buttons has this dog got? The whole
There's like 40.
Like 30 or 40.
And they simulate it for their brain. So there's like 3 different sections to segment what they want. And they push buttons from each.
So these dogs are learning syntax and everything? That's crazy. That's kind of weird.
It's called Fluent Pet Board. The Fluent Pet Board.
I don't like that. I don't like it. That's weird.
I want to buy
people
one.
with too much time on their hands.
I want to buy one for Berg.
All right, what other pickleball topics do we have?
So,
PPA Tour Asia.
This is a little bit niche, but we've got Carbon suing Vatic Pro for
it's not that niche.
No,
that's a big deal.
Okay.
Why is it a big deal?
Tell us why.
Because foam paddles are the rage, which I still am not on board with that, but they are because people are buying them. But they're claiming that they have that setup, and there's a lot of companies that have copied that setup, and they're going after them.
Right. So Carbon is suing Vatic Pro for the True Foam patent that they have, for the Wave paddles and the Genesis paddle. I think.
Can you define that setup? Is it all foam paddles that are copying them, or is it simply
from what I read,
the way that they set up the foam?
The way they set up the foam, I think. But from what I read is that they actually asked Vatic Pro to stop doing this, which I think is the correct way.
Multiple
and
times,
if I was Vatic Pro, I'd say, thank you for, I want to look at what they actually have for a design patent down. If I think that I'm in breach of that, I'd say, thank you for giving me the heads up. I think that's a proper way to do things in business. Eliminate it, move on to something else that isn't some kind of design infringement. But they didn't. They said no. Maybe they don't think they're infringing, and they keep going with their sales. And so, Carbon did the next thing they had to do, and they are filing a lawsuit.
Right. So Carbon is the first company to put foam in paddles, yes?
As far as I know, yes. I could be wrong.
No, foam's been in paddles for years and years and years.
Well, okay.
You're saying all foam, and not even all foam. Like you remember the Vice?
Well,
yeah, but that wasn't illegal.
Well, it technically wasn't because nothing has changed in the rules with foam. So technically, Vice could have done an all foam paddle.
Isn't that crazy to think like the things that we thought were illegal just a couple of years ago?
Yeah,
like no trampoline effect, no foam, no.
Yeah, it's all legal now.
It's all just
crazy
changing.
So they weren't the first ones to do foam, but I think it has to do with like the pattern of the foam, how the density works. It's like less dense foam in the middle. It's more dense foam on the perimeter. I think it's more of that design pattern that they copied, probably almost identical, which is common in this space. And Carbon didn't like it. My guess is that Vatic Pro will now
just stop.
I would imagine.
I imagine so.
So
they're having financial issues as far as I know. Anyway,
are they just the unlucky company that got picked? I mean, how many other companies could they have gone after for that style of paddle? Do you think?
I don't know. I'm not that. I didn't look that close into it because I'm not in that. I'm not in the all foam space.
But do you think there's gonna be a domino effect?
I don't believe in
suddenly
it.
There will be other companies that come forth?
No, I think that Carbon will probably. I would imagine Carbon. I like the way Carbon is doing this.
Me too.
From a business sense, is like give them the warning and let them decide if they want to keep going. And if they keep going, then go after them. So maybe they did that to some other companies. Some other companies are listening and getting rid of it, right? So it's possible they did it to multiple companies, but
yeah. And how complex then is the patent space for paddles? Like, if this is just one aspect of a paddle that could be a copyright breach, what other aspects could other companies technically sue after? Like, does Selkirk have like, I don't know, hexagon polypropylene copyright?
Yeah, most companies though haven't pursued it up to this point. I only know of a couple that I've heard in passing. There's a company that claims they have a patent on thermoforming.
Okay.
Like technically thermoforming, which is like every single paddle does this. Like every paddle brand there is. And so they've gone after some, competitive companies over that, which is funny because Onyx doesn't really even sell paddles anymore. Like when's the last time you saw a big Onyx release?
Right.
So.
And they just got rid of Matt and Lucy as far as I know.
Yeah, but they're claiming that they have a patent on thermoforming, like kind of like the basics of pickleball paddles these days. But that's really all I've seen. Selkirk, I'm sure, has sent some cease and desist for certain things. It feels like the thing companies are more worried about right now, which I'm sure you're going to get to next, is all these copycat or counterfeits.
Right.
It's out of control.
Yeah, I think that I like what Pickleball said. It's like, is this really as big as we're making it out to be? Did it need like a formal, like press release about it?
The first time that the UPAA, MLP, APP, and like other federations ever like united on anything.
It was on
USA Pickleball.
It was on counterfeit paddles.
Crazy,
which is
right?
their
market.
It's where all their money's coming from. Like all of the sponsorship money for these tours are coming from paddle companies. Right. That's where all the money's being made. But I don't think counterfeit paddles is like all that ridiculous. Yes, it's happening. It's going to keep happening. It's basically just we're going to Chinese manufacturers, right? Overseas manufacturers. They're making all these paddles for us for very cheap. And then they're selling them to us and we're marking them up tenfold, right? And so the company is seeing this and saying, holy cow, this thing we make for $1.50 sells for $300 in the US.
Yeah.
Let's sell some of ours.
Yeah, let's sell it for $70.
Let's sell it for $75. We make this for them. They can't make it without us.
Right.
And so they're doing that. And that's a big threat to the company like Yola or Selkirk when that starts happening. But I don't know that it's like dangerous. They're saying it's like dangerous. I don't know if I believe in that argument.
I think that's something that you would say if you had a lot of money tied up in sponsorship deals.
What's dangerous about it?
Like now we think that it's an approved Yola coming in, but it's not an approved Yola. It's something different that's been made. And
so now we have a concern about speed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Counterfeit speed.
So as soon as the money got involved, shit, it's too fast.
Yeah, right.
Little guys, please just be a little bit more, what's the word? Pick your battles wisely.
Sure.
That sounds like your,
yeah.
But the counterfeit product, I get it. It's an issue because even if it's one of every 10 paddles they sell, that's a big deal in business.
Well, yeah, of course.
Right? If it's 1 in 25, that's a big deal in business. Like margins.
If these companies have scaled with the margins that they've created, then they're going to do everything they can to protect those. And it makes a ton of sense. And I also agree with the EPA getting a lot of its money from those companies because of the sales. They're going to do everything they can. So yeah.
And APP, all those groups that you said got together.
It's funny, this never happened in tennis. I wonder why it didn't happen in tennis.
I was thinking the same thing.
Because I never had a counterfeit frame. It was never a popular thing. I never even heard of it.
I can only imagine it's because frames last so long, no?
Probably.
Is that why?
I mean, it's a good reason. It's a good thought.
Like, I'm willing to spend $300 on a good quality piece of equipment if it's going to last me a long time. But with Pickle, it's like 6 months, 8 months.
6 months, yeah.
And then you're like, okay, well then what can I do?
300 again.
And probably the biggest concern is that the market is so big now in Asia, so it's even easier for those companies to counterfeit over there, I would imagine.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, realistically, the market is going to drive the decision because it seems like on average, if you take a poll of any public park, guaranteed, they'll be like, yeah, it's counterfeit. Almost like,
oh yeah,
I only paid $50 for this thing.
Yeah, they're bragging about it.
It's just the same. They're not going to know.
I'd brag about it.
And they look identical. That's the weirdest part. Like I always think it's the actual
similar
paddle. And then I'm like, wait a minute, the word Yola is not written on there anywhere.
Yeah.
Like that is not a Yola.
Or it's like a Yilka.
Yeah. Do you think that like, what's interesting to me is maybe this is a different subsection of the market too, is like if I was going to buy a counterfeit paddle, I almost don't care what it looks like. If they're like, this is the same model and construction as this paddle.
But
like,
how do you relay that message? The easiest way to relay the message look just like the paddle. And they're definitely saying in the sales, plays just like a Yola 4S.
Well, you said, how do you say it? They can say that apparently, right? It plays just like a 4S. So what do you mean?
That's
how
the
would
same
they
problem.
say it?
That is what they're doing.
Right.
But they're going one step further, making it look like it too. They want the whole package. But he's saying, just make it look different, but it doesn't work as a counterfeit unless you say it plays just like that paddle and you make it look like it.
So if a Chinese manufacturer though does just take the same technology, same mold, because they're like, we produce the Yolas, we know how it's made, but let's just make a blank or a different version that we can market and it's the exact same paddle. Is all of that technology, R&D copyrighted by Yola? And so they're still breaking, a law, or is it just unlucky for Yola that they're doing that?
No, they 100% in the US, they can't do it. I think that changes. I think what they have to lean on is their manufacturer. They're bringing their manufacturers so much money right now. Like the manufacturers I'm sure there are manufacturers that exist only because Yola exists at this point, right? Like entire teams of people. And all of that is tied into the government because that's how business works in China. And so they need to lean on their manufacturer to say, hey, you need to get better at regulating this in Asia.
Yeah.
Otherwise, why are we bringing business to you? We need to go somewhere that does care about protecting our business.
The IP,
Otherwise, go into the counterfeit business. Go into the counterfeit business without us and see how many paddles you sell if they aren't ours.
I see. Right. Yeah, because they're only able to sell the paddles because Yola has the brand recognition.
Yep. And is doing the R&D and creating the paddle that's really nice. Same thing with Selkirk, same thing with all these companies.
They're stealing the property.
Yeah. Because also none of those companies are going to be able to afford to bring that production into the US without charging more than what they're probably charging now. So,
well, they definitely can't now because of tariffs and things.
Right. So, I don't know. It's interesting. I feel like I think that all that's going to happen is the UPA is just going to try and scare as many people to not do it. But ultimately, I don't know how they're going to regulate that, unless maybe like clubs like here would be like, we're going to check your paddles before you play. But I feel like that's going to be
We're not
impossible.
doing that for open play. We'll do it for tournaments.
Yeah,
but
of course.
If you want to come and play, you can play with whatever you want. I don't care. Bring your frying pan.
Yeah, exactly. Bring a wooden spoon.
What do I care what you're using?
Hear that, Tom? Beat you with a frying pan. Just so you know.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm curious to know where this will go, because
like
it
I
seems
said, they're
like
going to have to lean on their manufacturers to get involved with the governments of those countries that are creating all these counterfeits.
Right.
And like, it's going to have to come from the inside, not from.
You don't think that there's a way in which the paddle companies are just forced to reduce prices down, to make the equipment more affordable for what it is? Like, find out what the sweet spot is of people paying every 6 months for a paddle.
They found the sweet spot. That's why they're.
You think it's the $300 price point?
I mean, people are paying it right now.
I guess you're right. Yeah. Yeah.
Regularly.
Why would you stop?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
You're not going to stop till the demand diminishes, and the demand's not diminishing.
Yeah.
And that's not going to help you either. If you come down you're never come down. Like I said, I bet you if I can get a paddle made, or you'll get a paddle made for, let's say, $15.
Yep.
That means that manufacturer's making it for what?
3.
Okay, let's say 3.
That's high, probably.
What are you going to go down to keep them from? I mean, they can go to 6 and still do well.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
What are you going to bring your paddle down to $8?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's just like, I think there might be a point where like people will, I don't know, maybe
pay for the brand because they can't get it for $8 from.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it's interesting. Have you seen the pictures that they came out with like as part of this campaign? They took AI images of players, and it was like, don't trust a fake. So they have like Hayden. He's like, an AI version of Hayden Patrick is like a psychic, and it's like, Hayden isn't a psychic, so don't trust a fake. And each person has like a weird job. Like,
no, who came out with
I
this?
did see that.
JW Johnson is.
Who came out with this?
Camila Zelvetti, and that what's her name? Ava did it too. Like, she's not a UPS driver.
Right, she's right. JW Johnson is not a gemologist.
Yeah, I got it.
No, who came out with that campaign? UPA?
No, I guess so.
Oh, that's a good one. I want to see that.
It's like all these AI pictures of pros doing weird jobs, and it's like, you wouldn't trust them for this, then don't. It reminds me of that old commercial. It's like, you wouldn't steal from a grocery store, so don't pirate like VHS,
like the old Napster stuff.
Yeah. So funny. It's like a throwback.
Maybe some social shaming we need.
Like a name and shame?
Shaming? I will only shame myself. If I wasn't under contract, I was purchasing paddles, I would never purchase a brand name ever.
Really?
Right.
Never, ever. But I don't give a fuck who plays with paddles. I just don't.
I don't know.
I think you would be buying a name brand.
I think the average consumer does care. No, I don't. If it plays the same, I would not care.
But you have to work. You have to do some work to get to.
Okay, well, I don't want to do any work.
Exactly.
Okay, well,
there's a little work involved with getting to a knockoff.
But if I knew that this knockoff played just like that, I'm buying the knockoff. I'll buy the $70.
If they were both the same availability, like you're not going to walk into a pro shop or get on Amazon and find a knockoff. That it doesn't work like that.
Alibaba,
yeah. A little bit more work, but Alibaba, I guarantee, is going to start regulating that because, like I just said, it's got to come from the inside. The manufacturer has to get upset. Has to get on Alibaba. Alibaba starts pulling those off.
My point is, I wouldn't care based on whether Ben Johns played with it or Hayden Patrick or whoever else. Right. As myself, I would just want the cheapest paddle.
If it was readily available. If it took you a little more work, you wouldn't get it.
Just as good as the other one. Yeah, I want that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. All right. Other news. This is a little self-serving, but the Dink Award nominations are open. This year it's nominations, so we actually have to get people to nominate.
Best Club is on there, so
Best Club is on there.
And that's an obvious one. Let me tell you, people. It is very, very obvious.
We're on there that you can vote for us?
No, so this is the nomination period. So you have to like submit a nomination for.
We're not. We got to be nominated.
Yeah.
And we have to have enough votes to get nominated to even be on that list.
It's not close. It's not close.
Yes.
Can we just send out an email to our membership?
That's what you're supposed to do. Yeah. That's what every other facility's doing.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
how does the Pickler not win that since they have so many locations?
Well, it's done by, it's not like the Pickler brand won't win.
It has to be one specific
individual club.
Oh, that's good to know.
But even still.
And it's done by region. So if Spa is nominated, then and you win the votes, it'll be for the Southeast.
What What club in the Southeast is going to, what else
The
is even
Fort?
on there? The Fort, that's not a club. That's a stadium.
I think it's a pickleball facility.
Yeah,
Maybe
technically.
Can we make up like
it
really
counts.
bad names for all the other places like they do in politics?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the Fort, more like the Shart.
Yeah. The sleepy
the
fort. Yeah.
Smells like a port, like the Sport Times venue
Yeah.
we don't want to go to.
The fortress you never want to go in.
Yeah. That's
I don't
good.
know.
That's our new campaign.
Got it.
Okay, yeah.
Name another club that's
work on
competing
that one.
against us.
But aside from that, we need people to vote for best podcast, so we need to get on there. So if everyone can go give us a quick nomination,
Oh, we never
that'd be
win
great.
that either. Doesn't the
No, it
Dinks
doesn't
pot?
matter.
Doesn't
When
the
it was
Dinks
Tennis
pot
Sucks,
always
we
win
did
that?
better.
The Dink has won.
What's
the
it
last
cost
two
to pay the
times.
producer to go back to Tennis Sucks?
But
the
I don't know.
podcast.
What's that cost?
It's up to, it doesn't. I don't know. It's. I guess I'm not going to be paid off, but it's up to you if you want that to be part of you.
I do.
You're gonna have a.
Well, let's just do a little survey right here. If for those of you on
No, we're not
YouTube,
doing
this
this
like 5
conversation.
we're doing it again. Okay. I've done a
You're
lot
gonna
of things
have a-
5 times. Doesn't mean I do it 6.
Everybody likes Tennis Sucks.
Tennis
Everybody
Sucks
likes
recorded
Tennis
at the St. Pete Athletic Club. We love all bracket sports except tennis.
Tennis Sucks.
But how about the fact that the Dink Awards Best Podcast is a Dink podcast that wins every year?
Well, okay,
You
I
want
would
to try
like to
competing
say
in that?
this is the
Well-
first time we're opening nominations, so it would have to get nominated this year. You know, it's not an automatic guarantee.
I think I know who's going to win best podcast this year.
What do you think?
Pickleballers.
Could. If it
Which
gets
one
One
is
is
job.
pickleballers.
that's the
It's
kitchen's new one.
Roscoe and Jared.
Oh.
Yeah.
They've done a great job.
So
They've had really good guests. Roscoe's good.
yeah,
I don't
So-
listen to it a bunch, but I've listened to it enough to be like, yeah, they get
yeah, it
they're
might
good.
do.
I've never
It's
listened to an
more-
episode. I just see the promo clips.
Yeah, I mean that's how a lot of people consume
But
content.
that's how,
at this point.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They're going through these little
Why do we even do
snippets.
this podcast? Can we just do promo clips?
Well, I get the clips from this.
I've
Yeah.
got
We
a
have
new,
to have organic conversations. I
no,
can't
I've
just
got a
be
new
like,
idea for clips. We literally just write up the clips and we just sit in here for 5 minutes and we say some clips.
Just highlight shit. Just highlights. The players in Asia are underrated.
Yeah, just gonna
They
say
should
really
all be,
viral stuff.
all their content should be canceled, and that's
Oh,
it.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
our whole
Fake
podcast.
paddles are way better.
Here's my list of players I think should get nixed. Yeah. Here's the salaries of every top 10 player. Let me list them.
That would actually be really interesting.
Yeah.
That's a good topic.
It's always been a topic, but no one wants to say it. I would
Oh,
love
I'm happy
that.
to say it.
Just list them
Mine's
all
a
out.
guess. But
Oh, we could do that.
I'm
Let's
very, very
guess.
close.
Yeah.
I'm sure of that.
All right. Next week, probably we'll just go through the top 10 players. Just have
Okay.
a little guess.
Can we get the PPA Tour Asia so I can talk
Yeah.
about
Talk about the
these
PPA
fucking
Tour
guys
Asia.
that are
Yeah,
underrated?
go ahead.
So I've made a prediction, and I want to see where you're at, Graham. So like
Go ahead.
in 5 years, 80% of the top 10 players will be from Asia.
On what tour?
What do you mean? The
On
best
the Asia
players-
tour or the US tour?
The best players in the world, because that will start to culminate and start to condense into one single tour. Is already happening. Federico Staxford just went over and played. Tyson McGuffin, Eric
That's
Austin.
just because they're trying to promote it and grow that. But eventually there will be a US tour and an Asia tour. They're not
No.
going to become one and the same.
Yes, they will.
No, they're
They'll be-
not.
Yes, they will. Just like tennis.
I don't think
It'll
so.
be consolidated. Of course it will. They're not going to want to watch only the best players in Asia and then only the best players in the US.
Yeah.
And it'll
They'll
be a
do some
consolidated
stuff
tour.
that goes in between, but it's not going to be an international tour. I disagree with
absolutely
that.
will.
I would agree with.
It's going to be just like tennis where you do 3 months
Not
in
yet,
Asia,
but-
3 months in the US, 3 months in Europe. And then if the tour gets big enough, then you promote Grand Slams in each individual continent, just like tennis does. That's the only way an individual tour works on a global stage.
Yeah.
Only way.
Because if you get players that can compete in the top 10 or 20 of the USA teams, then you're not going to want to sit and watch them just play in Asia. You're going to want to see them face
You want to see them
off,
play
like
against the best
regularly.
players in the States,
Yeah.
which has just happened with I think the guy was Jack Wong, and he beat Federico pretty handily in singles, I believe.
Yeah.
Armand Basha played with Sveti and Dubs. They lost, I believe, also to 2 Asian dudes. So point being is from my view, the Asian uptick is in place. I believe also that there's a government mandate for a lot of schools now in Vietnam that pickleball is taught. Kind
Wow.
of cool. More courts per capita than anywhere else in the
No,
world.
I think 5 years, 80% is a huge excessive reach. No, I completely disagree with that.
What do you think then?
that took a long time.
He was running the
Like
numbers.
a 3.5 minute
Yeah.
before he responded.
Well, I was still trying to figure out if it's really going to be an international tour. So you think there will be just one PPA
Yes.
tour
Absolutely.
and it goes all over the world?
Correct.
That's in the next 5 years.
It might take a little bit longer, but I think what I'm saying is your duper rating will be decided what your ranking is. And I don't think that what you're seeing now where 90% of the best players in the world are on the PPA tour here in the US, that will not be the case. They will be from all over. A wide range.
I think all over too. I don't think Asia is going to make up 80% of them.
I do.
I think what's going to be interesting is if money and viewership leans heavier in Asia at a certain point, that the USA players start wanting to leave the US tour and start
That's
going.
already happening.
Yeah, the Asia tour.
That's
sell
already
more
in
paddles,
discussions.
get more brands.
Correct. That's already in place.
It's like not even like the Asia's going to come and fit into the US. It's like the US is going to have to go fit into Asia.
It happened in tennis. Australia was the primary dominator of tennis for the longest period of time.
Is there a ton of great Asian players on the tennis tour?
You were missing where I was going. It went to Europe.
Okay.
Anyway.
So then why don't you think it's going to be the European is going to be 80% of the top players in pickleball?
Because Asia's already held
Asia's
on to it so strongly, and they're already government mandating programs. And in Vietnam, they're paying players, and they have large brands. Europe hasn't taken to it yet. Padel seems to be more popular for the time being. So I think it's going to be a longer time frame before the trend picks up.
I'm going to say the best players, more than 50% of them come from the US 5 years from now.
Yeah.
It's really
Sticking
bad.
with that.
It's really, really, really bad thought.
I think that there will be a ton more Asian players on the tour.
No, I'm not
think
disagreeing with that. I think it's like 80% is a little absurd.
80% top 10 is where I'm at. Well, think about it right now. In tennis, for instance,
8 of the 10 top players will be Asian.
80% of the, well, maybe it's 70, but 70% of the top players in the world for tennis are European.
Okay. I still don't agree with that. I'm going to say at least 50% of the top players will be from the US 5 years from now.
Okay.
That's a good bet.
I'll go 65.
Maybe we'll just do my thing where like your bench press. I'll just say it in perpetuity.
Do it in perpetuity. Yes.
If 80% of the players are in the top 10,
we're still alive.
By the time we die, then you owe me $8.
Hey, I'm not the one that
inflation,
I didn't make the time frame up for the bet.
I just didn't think you would abuse the time frame. Like
I just
want a man of integrity
one
for
more
a moment.
year. Here, I'll put a time frame on it. I'll put a time frame on it. End of 2026.
Are you out of your mind?
No, that's the end of the bet. Are you good with that?
Sure.
The end of next year?
Yeah.
Look, you see his face? He's like, are you kidding me?
End of next year.
And you're going to say 50% of the top 10?
No. He's saying he's going to bench 225 by the end of next year.
Oh my God, okay.
Ridiculous.
You're getting back at it.
I'm putting a time frame on it for him, so I don't have to hear about it anymore.
Let's go bench.
You've got a place right here to go start practicing.
Let's go work.
That was part of my plan. This is a long-term plan. First,
you build this whole thing.
What if I get to 225 before you?
I don't care about that. First, I had to build the gym. Now I need to go in the gym.
Carrying all the weights.
Got it. Wow.
I keyed that shit together.
Yeah. And now he started lifting those weights being like, I don't know why I quit this. This
I spent $110K on a gym to win a $500 bet. And trust me, I'm coming through on that bet.
The ROI on that is real nice. Wow. Okay. Great.
Wait, what do we have? We have Daytona also. We got to do Daytona.
Right.
Augie Go gets his first.
Yeah.
Gold.
Augie
plays with J-Dub.
Johnson's crushed.
Johnson's crushed. They won everything. They won the mixed.
Unstoppable.
Georgia and Anna Lee won the women's.
Yep.
What was surprising? Oh, there were some weird wins, right? Katrina Stewart.
There were some upsets. Yeah, let me go and take a look at
Catherine in the
some
final. So obviously not the deepest draw I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Little tiny girl made semis.
Riley and Noe beat Gabe and Andre.
Yes.
That was pretty.
And then the longest final, or the longest match, I think, in history was the final, 2.5+ hours.
Really?
11-8 in the fifth.
Wow. What was the scoreline on that? Did they get
I don't know exactly.
crazy
I
ties?
just know 11-8 in the fifth, and I think almost every game was close. But yeah, it was the longest match. I believe Augie and JW were up 10-3 game 5 before getting to 10-8.
Wow.
So that's congrats to him. J-Dub seemed really excited. It was kind of cool because all the Flash teammates were there watching the final. And,
nice.
Tyra stayed and stuck around. It was weird to see Lee and Mrs. Johnson in Julie, thank you. Julie Johnson in the box together.
Yeah.
Never happened before. But I really hope
What's
Daytona,
a better team, Anna Bright and Anna Lee Waters or Georgia and Anna Lee Waters?
I think it's a dual answer in the sense that there will be more losses early for Georgia. But if I had to choose like one match who I'm going to take, I would take Georgia and Annalise, simply because Georgia at her best is so fucking good.
If Annalise
she's
was
also going to make more errors.
If Annalise was picking a partner for the year, who should
Anna
she?
Bright.
Really?
She's going to win more.
Mm-hmm.
Win more often.
Yeah.
Because Anna's just not going to be inconsistent. Georgia's a little bit more consistent, but her hand speed is better. She's more forceful. She's more powerful, more random. But AB is, she's just steadier.
Yeah.
If I was to say 3 years out, I'd probably take Georgia.
Okay.
You agree?
Yeah. I'm trying to think who I'd rather see as a team.
Do you think Catherine and Rachel will do well next year?
Will they
win golds? Will they win any golds? Will they win one gold?
Yes, they'll win a gold.
Okay.
It could be some of the ones where Anna Lee is not at.
Okay, well, let's rephrase that then. Will they beat Anna Lee and Anna Bright?
What if Anna Lee and Anna Bright get beat by somebody else and then Catherine wins the gold?
Sure.
Okay,
I'll give that.
yeah.
If Anna Bright, Anna Lee, Georgia, and Tyra are in the draw, that four, do they win a gold at any point?
Yes. They will
Go
win.
Rach.
They can win a gold with them in the field. Yes.
Go Rach.
Yes, go Rachel.
Rachel's Selkirk contract is up. Who's she going to go with?
She's talking to a lot of companies. I know that. She might go with Selkirk again.
I heard she's going to go with some brand manufacturer in China called like Yinka. Yinka is going to be the promo for
it's Yola knockoffs.
The first manufactured sponsored player is going to be Rachel Rohrabacher.
I feel like Rachel. Do you think that Rachel will prioritize performance over the contract, or do you think she would go for whatever's going to pay more?
I think she's going to go with pays more.
I would agree with that. I think that's the right move.
It's her time to get paid.
Yeah.
Hopefully she can get both in the same.
She's going to try to get both.
Of course. I mean, everyone's going to want to do that. Yeah.
I've also heard that Augie Gus signed with a Chinese brand for $300K a year.
I believe that.
Do you think Augie's marketable like that? You think people are buying
He speaks
Augie's paddles?
Mandarin. So in China he is.
Oh, okay.
And once again, let's lead
Checks
back
out.
into why Asia's going to have so many great players.
Yeah.
They're throwing around money like it's their job.
Yeah. Interesting.
I've been working on my
Yeah.
Mandarin.
You should.
Okay. I don't know shit. I'm sorry.
All right. Well,
On that note,
I came to the end of the list. Do you have other things you want to? Anything else you want to add, Graham?
It was announced, I think, today.
Oh, MLP schedule. That's correct.
MLP schedule.
And we're coming right here in June 18th through 22nd.
the nicest pickleball club
First,
in
yep.
2025.
18th and 21st.
maybe in the world.
So I want to put a call out to Mark at the Dallas Flash, to
Andrew.
who else?
Andrew at St. Louis Shock.
Yeah. I want the Shock. I want to talk
Chaffetz
to
boys.
the Chaffetz. I want to talk to the DeVos family and the Squeeze. I want to talk to who else? The Fives.
Gary V.
Yeah, Ryan
You guys,
Harwood.
Gary V, you guys all need to request to be at the St. Pete MLP because it is going to be insane.
Insane. And when I tell you,
I'm
it's
pretty
the
sure we already
best
sold out of tickets on day one.
pickleball venue, probably in the world. I don't go to New York. I'll tell you that. if New York is like the bottom of the barrel, this is the shit right here.
Al,
okay?
I did not say that.
Al, I'm silent.
I love Randall's Island.
Stop it. When we pass, when we pass Rikers and then smell direct feces on the way.
It felt healthy and it was fun.
Your
They
skin
should
cleared
provide
right up.
masks, and we should get sponsored by Glade.
Stop.
What do you mean? Don't stop me. I'm objective here.
They should look at a new location for the New York Brooklyn team
Yeah, they should, I think.
home event.
There's got to be something out there that's
There's
better,
got to be
right?
something else.
I mean, they only need 2 courts.
Well, they do Central Park, the playoffs. I don't know why they can't do
That's
Central
the
Park
one.
twice. They
Go to
should have
Woolman
twice.
Yeah,
Rink
Central
again. That
Park's
place is
good.
awesome.
Yeah.
I think I see a fake Yola behind me.
It's not even Woolman Rink anymore.
It's not?
It's no longer ice skating.
Oh, it's like
completely
permanently City
pickleball
Pickle.
year round for the
they were
next
like,
20
this
years.
is way too good. We got to keep this.
Yep,
Yeah, good
done.
job to the guys at City Pickle. That's awesome.
But anyway, I want every team to request to be at St. Pete this year for
All right.
MLP. We are going to blow it out.
Hell yeah.
It's gonna be wild. Wait till you see this place. Holy smokes!
Great.
Hard to fathom that. Pulled it off.
All right. Well, I'm excited that first studio session done.
Yep.
Hopefully we'll have some guests. We've got a TV here we can have guests on. So we'll hopefully start reaching out to people.
Okay.
Have a little conversation going.
We got everything. We got food. Food smells great right now. Had a smoothie brought to me. I'm going to order something right now. I'm going to go lift, and then I'm going to go home and play with my dog.
There you go.
Oh, right. And we're having a grand opening middle of January.
Yes.
Okay.
Everybody's invited. It's the whole week. I think it's the 8th through the 11th.
Yeah, that sounds right.
We're doing tons of events with tons of players.
Live pod.
We're doing a live podcast with a Q&A. So if you're in the area the weekend of January 10th, stop by St. Pete Athletic.
We'd love to have you.
And come for our grand opening. Come check it out.
Sweet. All right. Yeah. And don't forget to vote for us or nominate us in the Dink Awards. Go to dinkawards.com.
Calls.
All right, thanks, guys.